Hi everyone, this is Julia from Adventure Geek, and today I'm going to tell you the reasons why I've changed from my beloved Osprey Aura 50, which I've had since 2016 and has been everywhere with me, to the brand new Salomon, or Salomon I should say, 44 litres, which is a 38 plus 6 litres. Let's get to it. Okay, so I've only just received this pack and I've got probably about 30 miles on it or so. So this is just my initial review. I'm doing the Jurassic Way with it, Hadrian's Wall with it later this year, and then a Camino with it in October, hopefully, all being well. So I'll give you a proper full review once I've got some mileage underneath it. So again, this is just an initial review. So the main reasons that I swapped from my Aura, I love this pack, don't get me wrong. So if you've got an Osprey pack, you can't go wrong with Osprey, especially if you're a beginner backpacker. If I was going on the Camino, this is an absolute perfect pack. It's just really well worn now, and it was time for an upgrade. But because I was doing some other hikes, which included having a tent and tent poles and stake pegs and sleeping mats and sleeping pillows and stuff like that, I had a lot more weight. I wanted something that was a lot lighter. So to give you an idea, the Aura Osprey 70, which I've had, which is a 50 litre backpack, weighs 4.7 pounds. But my brand new Salomon pack, this one here, which is called an OUt Week 38 plus 6, which means it's a 38 litre pack, and then you've got 6 litres with all the extra pockets and stuff like that, so a total of 44 litres. And this pack weighs 1.7 kilograms, so that's quite a big difference in weight between these two, considering my not kilograms, pounds. So considering my tent weighs less than 2 pounds, then it just made complete sense for me to have a much lighter pack. Now, the reason I went for this one rather than an Atom pack or a 3FUL gear pack or any of those traditional ones that, the Z-Packs, Art Blast, and there's a whole range, but they're mega expensive. So literally, I was on the Salomon website looking for some new boots, which I purchased. I'll do a review on those soon. And for some reason, I must have clicked into hiking and I saw the words backpack, and I thought, I didn't know that they did backpacks. And they're actually based on trail running packs, so they're absolutely ingenious. When I started looking at the features of these backpacks, not just impressed with the weight, but all the features, they're spot on. So I'm just going to go through some of those features now, and sometimes I'm going to say I like this one better than that one, or I prefer the features on the Osprey compared to this one. So let's just do a little bit of a comparison. So the first thing that I thought was just genius, I haven't seen on any other lightweight backpack, is the way that it opens up. So it opens up a bit like a suitcase. So if I just open that there, you have this one zip. Let me just take that out. That opens up, comes all the way around, and it just opens up like a suitcase. Yeah, that's my tent, that's my sleeping bag, my clothes, I've got my sleep mat in there, I've got my jet boil, I've got my sleep pillow, I can fit food in here and all the rest of it, and I can just instantly see what it's like rather than digging down and trying to get into the pack. So I absolutely love that. One of the things that I couldn't figure out is I knew this had a mesh pocket, but I couldn't figure out how to actually get into the mesh pocket, which I know sounds crazy, but there was no holes like there is on the that one. It just literally opens at the top, but this is all sealed and I just couldn't figure it out. But there's actually like a hidden zip, so there's a zip this side, and even though that goes all the way around, it sort of stops here, so you can get into the mesh pocket. So you've got like 2 pockets. So in here I've got things like my medical kit, easy accessible as well, my frog togs, which is my rain jacket. So yeah, you've got like 2 zips, and that's a really big capacity. On top of that, which I found I have been using just for emergencies, when you're getting too hot and you want to take your jumper off, or you want to take your mid layer off, or I've got a puffy, if I click that off, if I take it off rather than opening up the pack, these actually just fit quite well and just stay in here as well. So that just stays on the pack, so extra literage as you were. Okay, right, let's take that off. Other things I really like about it, as I said, this is built like a running vest, so for trail runners, so that's what it's built on. Let me just put that there so you can see. So what do I mean by that? I've not seen any other packs that are of lightweight, which are less than 2 pounds in weight, that have a full support system. Now what I've got underneath here is this is a frameless pack, so it's not got a frame in it like the Osprey has, which is what makes it so light, but it's got some really good cushioning. I was a bit worried about the difference, I'll show you in a minute, but the difference, this is quite thin compared to the one on the Osprey, and the Osprey certainly fits better on the shoulders. But the whole system has a harness which are built by all these straps, so you put it on, you pull the harness, and then it hugs your body, and it's super comfortable. In fact, I did a just over 11-mile hike yesterday, and I didn't have any soreness anywhere, whereas I know with the Osprey I get some chafing a little bit on my hips. So yeah, absolutely love that. So that's another thing that I love about it, is it's no frame, but it has got some support, which things like the UFL Gear one hasn't got any support at all. One of the things, if you do carry a mobile phone, you might be a bit disappointed to know that the shoulder pockets, if I lift this up, the shoulder pockets here, they'll fit in like snacks or hand sanitizer or anything like that, but the shoulder pockets are not that big to fit a phone in. So my phone only just fits in there if I take the case off, which obviously is no good to anybody. So I'd use that for snacks or hand sanitizer or anything like that. On the right hand side, your phone will fit in here, but again it's really tight and it's difficult to get in and out, and really it was built for a water bottle, because these are based like running vests. Salomon also have this built for the soft flask, and the brilliant thing is I've discovered that they do the soft flask, which is 500ml, and has a built-in water filter as well, so no need for a soy squeeze or a be-free or anything like that. It's got a straw, works a little bit like a hydration system, and yeah, you can fit your bottle in there and you can sip as you go. Also, if you're more of a bladder type person, you like your hydration packs, inside there is like a pocket which got the holes for your hydration system, and you've got these little loops here for your cord that you can come down. So if you prefer to have a hydration system, or you like to have both, then you've got the options there. So yeah, your phone doesn't fit there or there. It also doesn't fit in the hip belt pockets either, so you know that might be a bit of a game changer for you to say, I'm not going to have this because it really doesn't fit my phone. What I do is I have my phone on the strap here, so on my sternum strap, so I have it like a holster, so my phone fits in my I'm recording on my phone now, but it fits in there, and then that fits in there, and literally I just take it out like a gun, and then I can shoot as I go. So as I'm walking, I've got it accessible immediately there to do any sort of recording. And then what I tend to do is I keep, if it's windy, I've got my Rode microphone in this pocket here. Literally that's got a lightning cable to it, and that just fits in the phone. So if it's windy, I've got my dead cat, as it were, but just literally just based here in the pockets. So that's how I do my recording. Okay, so let's go on to the side. So it's got two stretchy pockets on the side. Obviously I keep so I've got one here, and they've got little holes in the bottom as well for drainage, which is really good. So you've got one that side, and obviously one the other side. On this side I've got my tent pegs, so I'll take those out. So yeah, I just keep all my stuff there as well, so nice stretchy pockets there. That's probably about it. The only extra thing that I probably wanted to mention is the lid. So this is called the brain. I've had some problems keeping it fitted on, so I haven't probably quite worked that out yet. But the brain is actually, it's got two pockets, which is something that they don't have on the Osprey one. The Osprey one's got a thing for a rain cover on the top, and then a big main pocket. This is not as big, but it has got a lid at the top, so got there, and it's got like a little, it's quite roomy. I can fit my diary in there, which is good. It also, if I take it off, has a pocket underneath, as well, which again is really super cool. So you can fit your wallet or anything like that. You know, if you're walking the Camino, you'd have your Camino passport in there and stuff like that as well. And the one thing that I really like about this, which is much better than the Osprey, is that it literally just comes off. There's a toggle here, you just untoggle it, and then you've got two little clips, you go clip clip and it comes off. Whereas the Osprey one, you have to untie it all or unthread it all to get it off, and it just takes forever. So you end up not doing that on the Osprey. It's either on or off. Whereas this one, I will take it off and I can just take that into town, or if I'm going out for the evening, you know, I can do that. The one thing I didn't like about it though, so saying pros and cons, is that if you are not using the brain, it literally, you've just got this, like, you've got the hole there, that does cinch up so it's quite close, and that does go over, but that one, it covers the whole of it over the top, but this is like literally just a little bit of triangle. So it does clip in like that, but I can imagine if you're walking with it, you get this, you know, it's easy to get access in there, as in water can get in and soak what you've got inside. So I suggest using a pack liner or a compression sack or something like that. Everything that I've got inside of mine has got a it's inside a dry bag, which is quite cool. The other thing that I didn't think about when I ordered it is that I use my Osmo Pocket, which is it's like an action camera, and I usually use that on my other pack, tied in here, and then my Osprey goes in there, and that's how I walk, and I'll do some B-roll with that. So I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that yet, because when I put this on, this is right up here and it's like sticking up there, which is not good. But you do have lots of little hoops and loops and all sorts of things. So I've got my whistle on there, I've got my buff on that side, or snot rag, and also on the front you've got lots of little like daisy chain loops as well, so you can attach loads of stuff to this if you like a little extra few bits and bobs. But overall, actually I really like the pack. It's super comfortable, it's super light, which was my main thing, and it fitted everything in. You know, 38 litre pack versus a 50 litre pack, you end up filling that with so much crap, whereas this has really made me think about what it is that I'm taking. So I will do a gear list for the Jurassic Way walk that I'm doing in July, fingers crossed, and we'll see how we get on. So that's it, I think. If you've got any questions or any advice, then please leave a note or comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and in the meantime, don't forget, get outside, get inspired, go take a hike, and I'll see you on the trail. Take care, bye bye, ta-da!